What's going on, everybody? I'm Ghost. Welcome to my channel. First of all, you gotta excuse me. I got a bit of a head cold, so I may be sniffling and coughing into your ear here, but I've gotten to a point in this game where I gotta get this stuff recorded or I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it all. I primarily made this channel for this, to show Fallout 4 builds and they check out other people's Fallout 4 builds, because I am obsessed with this stuff and there is no way I can show my builds off in still photographs in a group or something. I'd take up, it'd be thousands of pictures, literally. This build right here is Thicket Excavations. That's where it starts anyways. Thicket Excavations, and build includes Satellite Station Olivia all the way down to Bedford Station. Got Rotten Landfill included and Starlight Drive-In. So it goes all through these areas. We'll be starting right out here in Thicket Excavations. This was my obsession right here for a while. Started out as just a private residence for my character because I liked the skyline back there, the view. The original house is gone, tore it all down, rebuilt it all except this garage. This was originally here with the original house. Oh yeah, that little guest house was there too. So we've got two buildings that are still standing. You can see I got myself an airfield back there. We'll be checking out that. Have a look at the side of the house. And communications building, we'll be heading down there shortly. Now this isn't a house anymore. A dining area set up. They can eat inside or they can eat outside. It's up to them. Another little seating area here. And this area is, this building is now the place for Commonwealth Air. Pilot's entrance, exit. Passengers. Now we will be having some jerkiness, man. My frame rate goes to hell when I'm in this area. And there's a 100% chance I will freeze up when I get into the mesh. By that I mean where Bedford Station's build area overlaps Thicket Excavations. Freezes up every time I go in there now. Upstairs I put a little workout area in case people want to get a workout in. They can go outside and they can sunbathe. You're not going to see a whole lot of interior decorating in this build. There will be a few buildings, primarily the ones that are on the path I chose as a route through for this video. And that's about it. So you don't want to watch TV, eat, work out, come downstairs, got a games room, got pool tables. Area back here for some chess competitions, music venue, trophy room. Or you can just come out here, get yourself a nice drink, sit by the fire, enjoy the view. I like that. I want that actually. That is the main building, but it didn't stop here. It continued. And as you can see through the hole in the courtyard, it continued again. We'll be down there checking that out for a while. Call that place down there the pit. room. This is that pathway we saw from up top going along the wall, heads down here and ends up at these viewing platforms over there. That's what started it all right here. I got a bug or whatever you want to call it that I wanted to build down that cliff face. Once I had that done though, I just kind of kept going. I had to do this at this time because with the stone that I built with and the white stone of the cliffs, you can't see anything. It's all so washed out. The only way you can really see any detail is look at it at night. Ah, so jerky. Frame rate is terrible. Not really. I didn't really worry about hiding a cliff or anything behind in those windows. I didn't think it'd really matter. Apartment building over there. I don't know what that building's supposed to be, but it's there. Was going to make all of this a strip mall and everything. There's a lot that I still wanted to do to every area of this build, but the game's just not taking it anymore. That CE 34878-0 is seared into my brain. I will never forget that number. In case you don't know, that's the error code I keep getting when this thing freezes up. Covered a lot of that cliff. I haven't really been here in a while, actually. I ran through a couple of times to figure out my route and everything, but it almost looks new to me. Yeah, excuse me. That is courtyard, that's what I call this place. You see we got some buildings up in the background as well. We're going to take a trip up here with my other obsession of building stairs and pathways on cliffs. I specifically look out for places like this that have cliffs that I can build on. And this was a good one. Doesn't really offer much of a better view of things, but we could jump over here on the get a little different view. And as you can see back over there, it keeps going. First off though, we're going to go down and check out the pit. But we're going to take a roundabout way of getting there so I can show parts of the other, like a Station Olivia. Come on, stop jerking around so much. There. Yeah, I never realized really how that apartment building just cut the view right off, didn't it? Jerky. This takes us back up to the airfield. Look at it out the gate. houses. I didn't do a whole lot up here. I connected it. Basically, for me, what it is a way to connect this area to the next area.
What was that?
Alright, shouldn't have any more interruptions. So, like I said, this is kind of a hub. You know, something, a way to get from one place to the other. That's a pretty good view, actually, for down over that. But you'll recognize the area that I'm connecting to here pretty quick. I gotta find some lights. There's a lot of this too. A lot of these buildings are just facades. I actually came in and removed, not this stuff, but other parts of buildings, took out every floor just so the game would let me build more stuff. Like that, don't freeze. Fuse box. We'll be coming into this area from another way shortly. Another path to come through here. Can't get enough of my stairs and walkways if you can. Already figured that out. Head down the road here for these two houses here. They're like a dedication to memory from when I was younger in California, driving up into canyons. You'd see all these houses, you come down the road and it's like right into their garage. And then the back of the houses are hanging off on stilts and stuff. Crazy. I'd never in my life lived someplace like that. Now people recognize I saw that road going up there and I knew I had to build something up there. But we'll get to that in a minute. Security building. Got to make sure everybody's safe. I built this here because, again, a memory of California, the houses that were built on real steep roads like this in San Francisco. Here's our main entrance of the Thicket Excavations. Yeah, there's the lights. Ooh. I'm hardly able to move here. Don't freeze. Okay. Trading post. Man, you guys really gotta excuse my coughing. Tent city over there, but we'll check that out from the other entrance. This is where the frame rate can get really, really bad. And you'll see why in a minute. Like I said, call this place the pit. The elevator down there doesn't work, so we'll take it back up to go that fast. Wow, look at that jerkiness. It's crazy. And this is why. Is that insane or what? This build right here was my nightmare for a while. I'm not kidding you. I literally dreamed about building when I was doing this. I wouldn't recommend it. Oh yeah, our little cliff guy. Or whatever he's, a shelf guy. Get you some moonshine, chems, tattoos, piercings. They'll even cut your ass up if that's what you're into. Got himself a pretty good view. Now I'll admit freely, all of that stuff over there, none of it has stairs, none of it has interior, it's all shell. And half of it isn't locked together because I really had to bend the laws of physics to get this place together. It's a production area. All except for one place. Where is it? Right there. Except for that one place, all of that is connected together. Ah. We can get us a fusion reactor set up. It's almost like a no, I figured like a big battery or something, all connected to this main pillar, which connects all the power for everybody who lives up top. Like I said, there's no point in going through all those buildings because there's nothing there, so we're going to take a shortcut. That's that one area where they're not connected. Oh wow, I didn't, oh, there's the door. Alright. It is, I don't know about anybody else, to me it's, I laugh when I come back through builds that I did long times ago, and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking like this? It doesn't go anywhere. Oh well, I guess I landed on the wrong level. That's easy enough to take care of. Over there is where I want to be. Everybody remembers this, I'm sure. I did have things built in here, but it just made everything too cramped. All this stuff here that I took out all came back. So I just set it up under construction. Wow, it stopped jerking. Look at all that ironwork. Wonder what a structural engineer would say if he actually saw that. If it would actually do what it's supposed to do. I'm not a structural engineer. I'm just a gamer. All right. Head back down here real quick. All right. I set this back here up as a little meeting room. Those white stars. At the time, I believe I was thinking that this was someplace for a resistance group or something. Rebels. They got a pretty good view as well. He even got themselves an armory. Hit rebels. It's nice of them to leave white stars right to their little secret hideout, though. And I tell you what, living right there with all these fusion generators, not be healthy. Wow. As I was building this, I kept thinking to myself, man, I can't imagine what it'd be like to live someplace like that. This to be your view. Talk about oppressive. I did the same thing down here because I really didn't know what to build. All this comes back. That shack comes back. It all comes back. So I just did the same thing under construction. The pit. All of that production comes down here. Whatever it may be. Load it up on the elevator. Up we go. As you can see, I really had to be creative. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? Everything comes off the elevator. Set up. All of this stuff gets sent up to the rich people up top. Well, this little elevator pops us right up here into where I was going to build a strip mall thing, right back into the courtyard. So we're going to take a different path. Like I said, everything's got to be connected. Why aren't you playing music? Huh. There it is. Oh. No interior. This is bringing us back behind that greenhouse you saw earlier. Walkways and stairs, walkways and stairs. Can't get enough of them. Oh, well, look at that. That building came back. It's weird to me in this game, the things that come back and the things that don't. And some things come back within minutes. Other things take months and then they pop back up. Those are those platforms we saw from the main house. A couple little buildings here. That one's a house. I don't know what that one is. Take a quick look up here at these platforms. They were originally built here just for that, for me to look and oh, jerky. When I was building down that cliff face, because I wanted to be as what's the word I'm looking for, asymmetric as possible with it. I didn't want it sitting in there all crooked. I think I got it pretty good with the cliff faces though. That's something else. I think I tore that down and rebuilt it 6 times. Pretty sure it was 6 before I got happy with it. I don't know if anybody's interested. Nah, I don't think so. I'll take you back and show you just how much I had to manipulate reality to get that place to work. And here we are again, back up by that communications building. Another miscellaneous building. That building right there is right on the edge. I think from about half of this over, the whole back of that is outside of the build area. Those are platforms. I'll come down here and look at this guy's house real quick. I would live in this house. I'd get rid of that pink flamingo. Why'd I put that there? Jerk, 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 jerk. Stop. That's quite a view, in my opinion, anyways. Yeah, from here, I got that white cliff lit up pretty good. Yeah. Cooking up some chow. Like I said, people, I haven't been to this build in quite a while. I came, I don't know how long ago it was, and did some building. Worked on it for a long time, and then of course my little error code kicked me out of the game, and that was the end of that. Lost so much, and I got pissed off and didn't play it for a long time. So for me, it really is kind of seeing this place for the first time. On a little private walkway over there to the next area we're going to go to. Pink flamingo in my way. The Commonwealth Power and Light Company. Looks like a power and light company. Oh, one of the reasons that you see so much stone is because I figured it's a quarry. They got all of the stone right there, so I needed to be as realistic as I could with what the stone would look like if they took it from that quarry. There's not really any interior in here either. I did put some fusion reactors in someplace. Other than that, it's pretty much just a big empty space. Plus, like I said, I tried to minimize what I had built because the game's just getting too out of hand. I tried putting people in here. I mean, it wouldn't even let me load the game. I had to go back to a previous save in order to get back in there. Luckily, it was one that was not that far back. That side came back. Power and Light Company. Supposedly, with the don't freeze. Supposedly with the Build More Settlements mod I have on here, there's supposed to be a workshop in Concord other than the one that's in that bar. But I have yet to find it, so if anybody knows where the hell that thing is, let me know. So I'd like to build in Concord. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to do it with this game. Yeah, we'll take a look back there real quick. Oh yeah, by the way, I posted like a test video of a run through on Destiny 2 on that YouTube channel. I'm new to YouTube. I've never done this stuff before. What is with the quality of the videos? They're terrible. Do I have to buy something or whatever to get better quality or whatever? If anybody knows, drop me a line. Why the hell did I put that pipe there? Doesn't do anything. Eh. Yeah, those are on. Man. Wonder how long that took me. Wire all those together. And we have the most ridiculous driveway you've ever seen in your life. No way in hell trucks would ever be able to get up in here. Fortunately, I'm limited in what I have to work with. We'll get down to that corner in a minute. We're going to jump over here and take that look at Tent City. Oh, jerky. Basically just what it says. Bunch of tents. Oh, don't freeze up on me here. Just a little area here. Benches and stuff set up because there's a sign out here. Open challenge pit fights. $50 entry fee. This is where I tried to put people. Did not work. And we're back to the pit and the main entrance. We'll go ahead and go out this way. Oh, there's the back of that security building. These stairs right here are the ones we came down. I wonder what kind of view I have up there. Oh, I'm not gonna get that high. That gives you a pretty good view of those stairs and everything. Oh, wow. It amazes me sometimes because most of the time I'm building in here, I'm about half drunk anyways. Then I shut the game off and half the time I really don't remember what I do because I've moved on and done so much. I cleaned up the roads and everything somewhat, but I wanted to leave some of the post-apocalyptic. I wanted it to look like you'd be able to see that, hey, we're pulling things back together, reclaiming the Commonwealth. How corny is that, huh? But when you spend hours and hours and hours building in this game, your mind goes places. Got my oil derricks pumping my fuel out of the ground, sending it straight over to power my turbines in my power plant over there. Ugh. Holy cow. I do not remember going up and putting street lights on top of those things. Huh. Red Rocket. Man, I tell you, I probably rebuilt this thing, oh God, at least half a dozen times till I got it right. I still ended up overlapping into the road a little bit. But you gotta have your convenience store, right? Everybody's gotta be able to come in here and get their coolant for their ride, fuel, food, magazines, ice, stop and get a soda, whatever. Yeah, that ridiculous driver. Red Rocket. Okay, we're fixing to get into the overlap here. See where those two poles are down there? That's the end of the Bedford station. And then the one for here at Thicket Excavation goes beyond that. Where those two posts are, somewhere in that area, I will freeze up. So that'll be the end of this part of this section of the videos. Part 1. Now, I know that's a little stupid too, but God, you got to use your imagination because you got to work with what you got. Come over here and take a peek at this area down here. For the longest time, I looked at this area and I could not figure out what to do with it. I didn't want to put a humongous platform across there and close it off. Then one day I was, as usual when in this game, having some beer. And I come up with the idea for a moonshine hollow. Now somewhere in here we're going to freeze up. Moonshiner's Hollow. Oh, is that it? Oh. Down here is where all the work's done. Everybody down here is either making moonshine, chems, or both. Some of them are just down one still operations. Got a lot of those actually. Oh, one still operations. Up to production scale. Ooh, my lights aren't on. Where would I have put a fuse box? Well, I know there's one on this building. And this is all on the Bedford Station build back here. Moonshiner's Hollow. Probably not the best place for your average person to come wandering at night. This place actually looks pretty good at night with the fires and everything. What the hell? Oh, that's not cool. I put those rails in there like that. Alright, probably going to be freezing up here pretty soon. Almost 100% guarantee. And there it is. So we'll end this part.